Okay. We're going to talk about the most spiritually Israeli or slash the most Israel coded relationship of all time. Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun are casually dating, according to sources. So here's what took place. There was a point in time where Sydney Sweeney had boobs. And boobs are a universal thing that everybody enjoys, okay? Everybody likes them. Everybody sucks on them when they're little babies, and that just like carries over to adulthood, okay? Let's be real. I've never met a person that's like titties, not for me, okay? Man, woman, doesn't matter, okay? Now, at a certain point in time when Sydney Sweeney was like, oh, here are my boobs, right? I'm just kind of a hot lady, and it's fine. It's cool. The Republicans tried to turn around and say, like, oh, she's killing woke. She's eradicated wokeness with her tits, okay? And obviously, at that time, I think that was when she was on SNL. At that time, all the liberals were like, what are you talking about? We like titties too. The fuck's wrong with you? Austin Show's a boob disliker. Oh my God, you guys are so wrong. Austin Show loves tits. What are you talking about? He's talked actively about how even as a gay man, he can't stop but stare sometimes. Austin Show's the proof. It's not an exception, but the proof. In any case, basically, at that time, you know, you had these like Republicans trying to be like, oh, Sydney Sweeney is eradicating woke with her titties. And then liberals were like, no, we like titties too. And that just kind of, you know, we backpocketed that discourse, right? We backpocketed that discourse. It was no longer relevant, whatever. Everybody likes boobs. And then like a year after that discourse, Sydney Sweeney came back with the American Eagle jeans ad. American Eagle was like, we recognize that the environment has changed, and now we are going to follow the fake anti-woke agenda. We're going to do a jeans ad, right? And then they doubled down. And everybody was very mad at Sydney Sweeney. But in that process, Sydney Sweeney decided, like, I actually want to be a villain. Like, I realize that I am a villain, okay? Because this is villain shit. I know that she has a thing for schlubby guys. Like, I've seen this already, right? You know, just you're Sydney fucking Sweeney, and this is the kind of guy you find to be hot, right? That's it. It is what it is, right? But actively coming out and destroying any goodwill that you could have possibly had, okay, by, oh, wait, oh, you said you're skipping her first villain shift, which was cheating with Glenn Powell. Okay, but like, have you seen Glenn Powell? He's fucking hot. So that kind of was like primal instinct kicking in. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen those clips on my TikTok For You page of like bits and pieces from that movie where like neither of them are wearing underwear or something, and she like does a little bit of grab ass and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I mean, they're both sexy. They're both sexy, even though he has like a weird face. They're both hot. She's at that point like married to some, again, schlubby guy, and, you know, not the best person, right? Not the best person at all, but like does something where, you know, she fucks up, whatever. You are thinking way too much about this, bro. Why are you like this, man? Okay. Well, cheating is okay if you're hot. I never said cheating is okay. I'm simply saying that, like, that makes more sense than this pairing. Okay? Because this pairing doesn't make any sense. Do you see what I mean? Like, cheating on your husband with a sexy ass coworker makes more sense, even though it's indecent and it's totally fucked up. It still makes more sense than being like, oh yeah, I love Scooter fucking Braun, a literal villain, okay? Like a honest to God Hollywood villain, this man is. There is not a group of people that he has not fucked over in his long career. His entire position is to basically be the guy that's there and just takes a piece off of other people's labor. That's all he does. He just sits there and just collects checks, whether it be Taylor Swift, whether it be fucking over Justin Bieber, many beloved figures. Okay? So for Sydney Sweeney to look at that guy especially at a time when like he's getting yelled at by K-pop stans as well as like the American version of K-pop stans, the Swifties and the fucking Bieber heads and all this stuff. And then on top of that, being the Israel guy post October 7, which is what Scooter Braun did. He was like, oh, am I hated by everybody in Hollywood? Well, guess what I'm going to do? Israel pivot. Okay. That was even crazier. He just decided I am going to double down on being a villain and take on the mantle of like the guy who does PR for the fucking genocidal apartheid state. It's crazy. And then Sydney Sweeney looked at all of that and said, that's my fucking guy. At that point, I have no other option but to recognize that you are just horny for evil, okay? Because it's not like he's sexy. You know what I mean? It's not like he's like super hot or something. And you're Sydney fucking Sweeney. You can fuck every rich guy on the planet, right? So why did you choose to fuck this rich guy? It must be because he is a particularly evil rich guy. That's what it is. It's got to be it, because I can't think of anything that Scooter Braun represents beyond like that's different than the like a million other Hollywood guys, beyond just being like an openly evil one. Okay, she forgot to hold her boobs going down the stairs and now she has brain damage. It's not that hard to find an evil rich guy. Yes, but this isn't even like a normal evil rich guy. This is a particularly public, particularly visible evil rich guy who has no qualities that are redeeming. Do you understand? Like the only thing that you know about Scooter Braun is just like how evil he is, whether it be like locking people in the contracts and constantly fucking farming money off of them. And then the only other thing you might know him for is like unlimited defense of the genocidal apartheid state. Then what qualities could he possibly have that made you go, wow, I really love you. You're fucking awesome. Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun are casually hooking up, a source tells People. Another insider confirms the two are indeed seeing each other. It says an additional source, everything is casual. She's living her life and working hard. Both Sweeney, 27, and Braun, 44, were among the starry guest list who attend. Oh my God, they met at the Jeff Bezos wedding? I feel like that's the Davos Summit for evil, which is also the Davos Summit. Oh my God. Jonathan Davino and Sydney Sweeney in Los Angeles on October 23rd, 2018. Like, this was her former husband that she cheated on Glenn Powell with. Okay, dear God, if Scooter Braun is the dude on the left in that photo, that girl really should start thinking about what she can do. Wait, no, this was her husband. I don't know, man, you sound jealous. Yeah, I'm really jealous. I wish I could date Scooter Braun. So they both went to the evildoers gathering, the Legion of Doom, Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice. Repster, Sweeney, and Braun could not be reached for comment. The news comes after months of Sweeney and ex-fiancé Jonathan Davino called off their engagement. Braun previously married Yael Cohen in 2014 before splitting in 2021 and settling their divorce the following year. The record executive shares three children with activist Cohen, sons Jagger, 10, Levi, 8, plus daughter Hart, age 6. Sweeney and Davino, a businessman from Chicago, first sparked rumors that they were dating in 2018, got engaged in 2022. The actress called off her wedding in March after months of split rumors. She didn't feel right about it. Yeah, they called it off because she fucked her co-star. No? She's literally her character from Euphoria. I'm crying. I have no idea. I've never watched Euphoria. These are all Sydney Sweeney's arcs. They first called her a hoe because of Euphoria. Then she was anti-woke queen. Then they accused her of catfishing and Chuds called her fat. They also got mad because she made a pro-abortion horror movie. She went to the Bezos wedding. She made the jeans ad, and now this. She has such an interesting career trajectory where she just keeps like stepping into fucking landmines, dude. Scooter Braun, being a true friend of Israel means we are one step closer to a Houthi-Swifty alliance. Wait, how have you not seen Euphoria? I don't know. I don't really care. I don't know. Some stuff I just like miss out on, I guess. In an interview The Times published May 31st, Sydney Sweeney confirmed her split from Davino, 42, and also said she was single at the time of the interview. I'm learning a lot about myself, spending more time with my friends, and I'm loving it. Sweeney is currently in production for Euphoria Season 3. Her boxing biopic, Christy, will make its first world premiere at the 2025 Toronto International Film Festival this month and she stars opposite Amanda Seyfried in the book-to-screen adaptation of The Housemaid in theaters this Christmas. Braun gave rave comments about his relationship with Cohen, about his current relationship with Cohen, 38, during an interview. Rare comments, not rave. What am I saying? To Danielle Robe for an episode of her podcast Question Everything, which aired July 17th. Colin Cohen, one of my best friends, Braun said, they talk every day, and added, we don't even call each other ex. That's like my partner. That's the mother of my children. He also shared that Cohen is his family for life, explaining, I have a tattoo on my finger that says same team after my divorce because she and I are on the same team for life. That's what we say to each other. Of rumors that Taylor Swift's 2022 Midnight Track Vigilante shit is about the split between himself and Cohen, Braun continued, no, I never thought that was about us. Yael never thought it was about us, and everyone else is kind of feeding into the fire. Great strategy move, but nah. Do you think her stock took a major hit because of this? I mean, I think like I want to say this is just like love finding a way, but like it sounds so silly to say that about like someone like Sydney Sweeney versus Scooter fucking Braun. You know what I mean? Like she just really fell in love with Scooter Braun. What could he have told her at the Jeff Bezos wedding? Hey, what's up, Sydney? I want you to see my We Will Dance Again Nova Festival exhibit that I put together. M is real high, by the way. Also, I have a lot of money because I basically stole it from many other celebrities who I worked with. Like, what could it be? Your boobs are poggers? Yeah, that's what he said. He probably said he would finance any shitty movie she wants to be in because she sucks at picking out movies to star in. Lamau. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she just loves how evil he is. Because, like I said, if you're at the Jeff Bezos wedding, okay, if you're at the Jeff Bezos wedding, you have that's a target-rich environment for evil guys who are very wealthy, okay? Like, you couldn't find a hotter evil guy that's very wealthy, maybe a less visible evil guy. You could have, but she chose him. So go listen to Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. Girls like bad guys. No, there's a difference between like a bad boy and a guy who's just like evil. That's the difference. Anyway, you're right. It's interesting as a brand move in general. Well, like I said, maybe it's not a brand move at all. Maybe she's just attracted to schlubby dudes who are evil. And that's it. And it's the evilness that attracted her, that made her gravitate towards Scooter Braun. Yeah. Okay, girls go wild for BB Yahoo. Yeah.